Hello guys, Mr. Icefire here, bringing another World of Tanks video. Just a quick one today, just showing off the new event that Wargaming's doing, which is to celebrate 100 years of tank warfare, back from World War One. And to do it, they're giving us the Mark 1, the original tank. British British tank that was used at the Battle of the Somme, the very first use of tanks in warfare. And a little game event to go along with it, and a special operation where you can earn the Sentinel T95 as well. So just going to have a quick look over the Mark 1 and the new module viewer that is in the garage now. Looks pretty fancy. I believe this is meant to be the armor viewer, but I haven't had a proper look through the garage yet, so I've not found that. I just wanted to get this video out pretty quick, so everybody can see. If you didn't know that this event has started, it started yesterday, because yesterday was the day that 100 years ago when tanks were used. So yeah, so the original tank was pretty slow, but this is a pretty fast tank when you look at it. You're looking at the penetration values, and especially when you get to the penetration damage values, 27 and then 500. The 500 is the flamethrower that comes on this tank, which obviously you can only use at close range, and you only have a very limited supply of it, but it is highly effective, as you'll see in one of the videos. Now you can't fit any equipment to it, and you can't do any customizing either, and you can't sell it. Obviously it will go away at the end of the event, and also a unique thing about this is you can train any crew from any nation in this tank, which I thought was quite interesting. So let's get into a video. Yeah, as you can read around the map, there's different special pickup points, right? They're on the map where those icons are, and they're like little bunkers, and you have to drive over them to pick up the pickup. I didn't know that in the first match that I played. I was trying to look around for something glowing, and then I looked at the map exactly where it was. And just look at this map. This is one of the nicest maps I've seen. They must have spent a lot of time creating this map. It's highly detailed. Although the planes up in the sky are clearly look like World War II planes, which I thought was a bit funny. They should really be biplanes. I was expecting to see like the Red Baron or something flying over. But yeah, this is an amazing map, and very true to what it was like in World War One. Trenches everywhere, massive crater holes from artillery. This thing was not. This is why this tank was designed the way it is. It's to cross trenches, to cross massive mounds and stuff like that. So yeah. Now the two guns on the side do work, or at least they certainly show that they fire. But you're actually aiming from the middle of the tank, which is a bit, I don't know, a little bit weird. It took me a little while to get used to it. But yeah. Also another thing, I put consumables on this, repair kit, first aid kit, fire extinguisher. I'll be honest, I've not needed them yet. I mean, maybe put a fire extinguisher on, just in case somebody sets you alight with a flamethrower. But I've had no need for the other consumables. Yeah, just look at this map. I mean, as you can see there, I just tested it, and the two guns on the side fire as well as a mystery gun in the middle. And I can only imagine the guns on the side just show off look as if they're firing, but they're actually not, just to make it look a little more authentic, and your actual cannon is in the centre of the tank, which is why you obviously aim in the tank. But it seems to be really low down in the tank as well, so you really have to be sort of face to face with most people because of all the mounds and stuff like that to get a shot off of them. It's really interesting, but I'm going to demonstrate the fire extinguisher now. Now I used it well far away, so I only just caught him on fire, but Yeah, it definitely worked, and obviously I've set him on fire, but I also damaged his engine. So maybe it is a good thing to keep your consumables on, just in case somebody does do that to you and damage you. I've tried firing at people's tracks to see whether I can track them, but it doesn't seem to work. It just penetrates the armour and does damage. So, I mean, they have very thin tracks, so I suppose it would be quite difficult to hit them, unless you're firing straight on. But there you go, right at the end of the match. Drove over that bunker, got the pickup, which doesn't stay with you, by the way. You lose it after every match. It's a little medal just for playing. Now, the operation that they're running for the Sentinel is one that you have to get kills, and you can do it in normal matches or in this game mode. So if you are able to play this game mode quite well, you could get a lot of points to go towards the Sentinel in this. So, you know, I take it as you please. And they're very quick matches as well. So, you know, if you are pretty good at this play, you could get points very, very quickly playing this mode. Now the last battle here, again, I mean, obviously you're always going to be around with Mark 1 Sentinels. The little fly over by the planes with the shoot down and stuff like that is really good. And if you look at all the bunkers, like the bunkers have got flames coming out of them and machine gun fire and stuff like that. You know, they've put a lot of effort and detail into this. I mean, obviously it's 100 years celebrating tanks, and this is a tank game, so they've definitely done it justice. You know, this is a pretty good game mode. Now, I was a bit surprised I couldn't drive over this, but oh, never mind. One thing I was happy about when I started playing this game mode is how quickly the tank turns. Now, the original obviously turned not like a battleship really, but you know, this is a really fun game mode as well. And you don't have to, you know, you don't lose. You earn a little bit of crew XP and a little bit of silver playing this game mode. So, you know, you're not losing anything by playing it. And if you use a consumable, you're probably going to lose a little bit of credits. But it is a really fun game mode. I highly recommend that you try it. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'm not sure when it's going to finish, but I can't imagine it's going to be. It's probably going to run for the length of the operation to the Central. That's my thought, anyway. This was literally a walkover. This match. You can see right there. I'm trying to track the Sentinel, and you can actually get bounces in it. You can, like, if you're going over a hill and they fire. That lower plate is angled, you can bounce. I bounced off a couple of people like that. This guy's going for a flamethrower charge. He must have run out. The only thing I would have said about this game mode is I think it would have been good to have seen German tanks like on the opposite side. That would have been quite interesting. The Germans didn't really develop tanks to the end of the war, but they did have tanks during World War I, so I think that would have been quite an interesting thing to do. But still, listen, a really fun game mode. You know, it shows off World War I, the Mark 1 tank, the original tank, and you know, it's definitely, you know, one of the better special events that Wargaming have done. So hats off to him for doing a really good job to celebrate 100 years of tank warfare. And there you go, a point for the Sentinel operation. Right, and there we go. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.